Okay, welcome to our channel, Ups and Downs of Life in Namibia, and I am your host, Yalo. So today, as you can see, I am joined by Ndahafa. Ndahafa is my best friend, and she's here to tell us her story, the ups and downs that she went through due to COVID, how COVID have affected her job. Okay, so Ndahafa, please tell us.
Yes, this is Ndahafa. I goes by the surname of Miliwa. I work at Benito Valley as a secretary. So we are agents that apply for people for tax permits. We do a couple of things. Apply for people tax permits, register businesses.
Oh, you register businesses.
Yes, we do register.
I thought you
businesses.
only do that taxi. Is it all even buses? Bus
Yes,
permits.
even buses. Actually it's called taxi permit. Even if it's for the bus, it's just called.
Oh, taxi permit.
Yeah, they are all called taxis. They are all taxis. Yes.
And where's this company?
It's our office is situated at Katutura Youth Complex. That's building between Katutura Youth Complex and Katutura Art Center. That building in between, that's where our office is situated.
So now, if you guys apply for taxis, and I know that when COVID came, we went in lockdown and there was no movement were allowed. So how did that affect you then?
That was a very difficult situation in terms of our business. So people were not allowed to move from one region to the other. So that has affected people from like sending. Normally, that's not really a problem, but the only problem was finance wise.
How?
People. My goodness. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, finance wise was like people really do not have money because lots of business has been blocked. There is no money generated whereby they could bring their money.
To pay for permits.
Yes, to pay for permits applications. So it was really tough because we don't normally just do taxi permits applications, but we can also do make replacements for the cars. Let me see, the car was operating on another car, and then that person, maybe the car is no more working, it's broken, and then you have to put on another car. We can also do replacements.
What do
But
you mean?
normally, not only in Windhoek, but all over the country.
Replacing again?
Replacement let me send you kuno hautoime ndete inyono kanena ndo kuli mosa
Kedinalo no. On a person's name, I love.
shashi ndishe opemita oyange ye mose opalo tuae ye moshiki. So it can't be on his name, it needs to be registered on my name. So everything will be the same.
Okay. No, you said that. So you change people's name. I mean, names from one.
Replacement.
Replace the names on the permits.
From not the names on the permit, but the car on the permit.
Oh, the car on the permit.
Yes, on
you
the car.
Replace it with the car that is working.
Yeah. Maybe the car is no more working, or maybe the person doesn't want to do business with you anymore, and then there's someone that want to do business. Obviously, you need to scrape out that one, and then you put on the other new car that is gonna operate then with the other one. So it was really a very difficult situation.
So did you lose the job, or how
No.
did it go?
For me, I didn't lose my job. I still had my job, but we used to work on the shifts whereby I only come maybe probably once in a week or in a month. I only come to work for for 1 week because it's really really tough because there are no customers. Even you can come to the office and the whole day you are just sitting doing nothing. Then, because normally I used to get my taxi money when the day I go to work, that's when I get my taxi money. So it's kind of difficult as well spending taxi money to come to work, whereby you are supposed to use the taxi money to even buy a bread or something.
So taxi money wise, transport money wise, and food wise, now that cars are we're no longer moving, and in fact, I think up to now, or now it's starting to catch up.
Yeah, now it's kind of starting to catch up. Because for me, I also own taxi permits, but it's for the long distance buses. So since now the buses were not allowed to transport anymore, only if they have special permits. But for you to acquire that special permit, it's also a long process, whereby you need to have a registered business, and in your business registration and your description and your
Which description?
whereby in your business description, I'm not sure how to call it, if it's called a business descriptions, but it's services that you offer. So transport should also be included. So if you, even if you have a business registered and in your descriptions there is no transport, then you can't. So for me it was really really tough because my buses has to stop moving around, and obviously if they stop moving around transporting people, then
There's no income
there
coming.
is no income, because there is no way you will charge people that are not even working. Where will they get money as well? It was really really tough.
And otherwise, at home, things were okay.
Somehow things were okay, but you just try to balance the situation. So let me say, for example, you normally used to go do your shopping at Pick and Pay or ShopRite. Hey, there is a situation now whereby you have to find out. Let me say, for example, you go to social medias and find out which shop has a sale, because you just can't be going to ShopRite and do the shopping. You need to balance the situation and find out. Bread at Pick and Pay, it's $7.50. At Pick and Pay is this much, so there's a difference of this. And at Fruit and Veg, meat is this amount of that kg. You need to balance the situation.
But anyway, it's not that bad. As I say, you got a skill.
Somehow it has taught me a lesson whereby you just don't wake up and go do the
go
shopping.
shopping. At least now you know, with this limited amount of money that I have, I need to budget and I need to compare prices. And I'm also like that. I hardly compare prices. But we were also affected by COVID, Shashi. You know, our salary were cut with 40%.
Yeah,
so you can imagine if you're getting 10,000 and then kwapa, 40% is out, so you only remain with 60. I mean 6,000. So the whole 4,000 is gone.
It's gone.
My friend, that's when you know how to budget. But I really don't know how I survived with that 60%. But I think it's because we were not, we were not traveling. You are just in the house. We are not really doing anything. Although in the house you eat a lot.
Well, especially when kids are home 24/7.
No, you eat a lot. And I think the only challenge that I had, or the difficult that I had, is to pay back, the loans, if you have something on high purchase and whatnot. So that also affected so much, Shashi. The amount that 40% that you're cutting is the one that you used to pay probably things. And now people take cutting wild. But
COVID has really taught us a lesson.
COVID has really taught us a lesson.
You need to budget. You need to, what do I say?
But anyway, it did not bring you any emotional, how do you call it? It didn't bring you any emotional difficulties, like being maybe stressed or something, or to think if things will ever go back. You know, where you are just in. Like for me, there was a time I was really stressed. Will this situation really go back to normal, or this is now the amount that I'll be getting every day? You know, sometimes you have your life budget.
Yeah.
You budget your life out.
Yeah.
This is what I was supposed to do. This is what I was supposed to do, and then
All of a
boom!
sudden.
All of the sudden, your salary is being cut. So there was a time that I was really stressing and thinking of paying electricity, thinking of paying water, thinking of paying all those things. For some, it really brings some stress. Did you get to that point of being stressed, maybe, or?
Like for me, it was honestly really a very difficult situation. It was a very stressful situation, but somehow I get to understand like I'm not the only one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you are there being stressed, like Chaya. So it was a very difficult situation for everybody. I was kind of very stressed from the beginning, but then I encouraged myself like, no, I'm not the only one. So let me keep up my head and have a hope that this is just a temporary situation. Things will just go back to normal. Because normally this situation was just COVID. It's more of during the winter when it's very cold. That's when the cases be too high and so forth. The virus spreads more when it's cold. So I kind of have a hope like, no, summer is gonna come and this situation it's gonna go. It's just temporarily.
But it's true. It's like we everybody told themselves like that. Even myself, I was like, oh, when summer comes, it will be too hot and the virus will go and things will get back to normal. But they didn't. They did kind of a little bit. But it's true what you are saying, that sometimes you just encourage yourself that you are not the only one going through the situation, and you have to be hopeful that
there are even some people that completely lost their job.
True.
At least your salary got cut to be either 40%. Like for me, it has been 50% cut. I at least had a hope that no, at the end of the month I'll be able to get that one. I'll be able to settle my rent, buy food, even though I'm not gonna have that luxury that I normally used to enjoy when my salary was full and so forth. I was at least grateful because I was not the only one. There were those that got retrenched.
Yeah, true.
Completely, you go sit at home, whereby everyone used to look up onto you that mommy is going to work or my cousin is going to work. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a bread on the table. But
yeah, it's life.
It's life.
And just to let you know that my logo was designed by 20s IT Solution. They are very good designers. You should look at my YouTube logo. They design it and they are very good at taking pictures. They are photographers, very, very good quality pictures. So if you want to book your appointment, should you want a photo shoot, and they are just somewhere in Awesome Plus, opposite FNB, do give them a call. The number is just there on the screen. Give them a call and make your appointment. They take very good pictures. They take very, 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 very good pictures. So don't miss out on 20s IT Solution. So Ndahafa, what do you have to tell those ones who went through your situation? People who lost their jobs, for example, or people who suddenly, like what you're saying, yours was completely cut 50%. People who actually got affected by COVID, they lost their jobs and things are so hard. What do you have to tell them?
I would just like to encourage you, don't lose hope. It's just a temporary situation. Just have faith and be strong.
So that's all from Ndahafa. Please do watch, subscribe, and like the video and share the video. And we will see you. And this is the end of this episode. So this is Ndahafa telling you that she got affected, their business got affected by COVID, of which it brought stress, but indeed it taught her a lesson of price comparison and budgeting wisely. So I'll see you in the next episode. So hopefully I'll have another guest the next time that we'll meet. So until next time, it's me, Yalo, and Ndahafa. Ciao, ciao.